Hello everybody and welcome to NGPW, that's Next Generation Pro Wrestling. Sorry to be tardy to the party by 1 hour and something. I am telling you, it has been 4 to 5 months. I have stepped away not only from the WWE 2K25 game, but I've been away from a PlayStation 4 altogether. Life, lots and lots of activities. Jumpin' Jay Stevens' debut this summer, and vacations, the works. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right there in just a few minutes. Enjoy yourselves. We'll get to our first contest for the Open World Tag Team Championships. Both spicy and regular chicken sandwich go up against the father and son duo of LA Park Jr. and LA Park. Be right back in just a few minutes, folks.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the the Tag Team World Men's Women's Pro Wrestling Championship.
That's a mouthful.
At a combined weight of 396 pounds, the Chosen One,
no.
AK-47, AK-47,
no.
AK-47, and
no.
the Chosen One, the Chosen One, the Chosen One, the Chosen One.
Inaccurate all the way there, fellow ring announcer. Unless you want to call them the Chosen One a million times over, knock yourself out. That's chicken sandwich and spicy chicken. You know, if it weren't for the illness, this bug that happened to me today, I would probably say I want to have that chicken sandwich right now. Not a spicy one, but getting there. L.A. Park, ladies and gentlemen, and his son, L.A. Park Jr.
And L.A. Parker Jr.
And this is all for the NGPW Open World Tag Team Championships, which means that anybody, any height, any size, any weight, there's no limitation. All parties can compete for these Tag Team Championship gold belts. And NGPW's event staff and booker has arranged what I think will be a very entertaining matchup to kick off our return to Next Generation Pro Wrestling. And that's what it's all about, baby. It's written right in front of y'all. So let's get this party started. Brand spanking new belts. No one has ever held those championships. Not even these guys. It's legendary duo of L.A. Park and Park Jr. The bell has rung. We are underway. And I apologize if I sound very loud. I'm using a headset for the very first time, so bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. What great wrestling action we are having here at the Prénoisitier Community Center in beautiful Gatineau Park, Quebec. Again, if I am talking very loudly, I apologize for the inconvenience, but this is wrestling after all, and you know, this isn't golf. I'm not gonna be speaking in a very low volume. This is wrestling. We are here for the excitement, for the adrenaline boost, and of course, folks, some wrestling, some tag team championship wrestling. Here's the tag to Park Jr. That's spicy chicken sandwich. Already 4 stars. Death Valley Driver lands the mark, springing into action and splats the lower back of Park Jr. This match is scheduled for 30 minutes, 30 solid minutes with a vacant, oh my goodness, open world tag team titles. Park Jr. on the outside floor, and our referee is counting. We do not want to have a count out or disqualification on our hands. Not even a 1. Wow. Oh, absolutely. No. Fantasy Pro Wrestling is still very much alive. In fact, on this Sunday coming up, November the 9th, Remembrance Day weekend, Memorial Day weekend, we're going to be having our 4th annual Dessa Mania event. A tribute show to the late, great Stonewall Steve, who had passed away at the age of 73. 73. He would be 77 today if he were still alive today. May he rest in peace. And as we honor him on the 9th of November, it's going to be a lot of fun, folks. Another 2 count. This matchup continues, ladies and gentlemen. Combination of strikes, dragon screw. 10 minutes have elapsed. And Spicy Chicken is glowing. I've never seen a wrestler glow like this before. Get back in the ring, guys. It's the count of 10. As what we normally have the count of 20, it's a traditional count of 10 that you would see on WWE, All Elite Wrestling, and possibly other wrestling promotions in the United States. However, I believe in Japan and in Mexico, they have the count of 20. To the buckle, LA Park, the legend, the chairman of World Championship Wrestling back in the D. He's got the chicken sandwich. Tag has been made. Oof. Bower Palm, perhaps? Mexican Destroyer. Spicy Chicken didn't even know what hit him. Almost a count of 3. That was inches away. scooper, and a slam. 4.5 stars. Will we get a 5-star to kick off after 5 months of inactivity, possibly even 6 months? Last show we had was in the month of May. So do the math. All the way on top. Phoenix Splash. Perfectly in position. But Park is right there to break up the pin. Look. Okay, cool. Thank you. Retro Canucks Media, ladies and gentlemen, one of our major supporters of Loud and Clear Pictures. Another 2 count, ladies and gentlemen. What a match. We are just pixels away from getting that perfect 5-star banger, ladies and gentlemen. I am dying to know who is going to walk home with those open world tag team belts. Spear! Like he's Goldberg. Tag has been made. I wouldn't have done that. I would have gone for the cover right now. He's finished. He's toast. What are you doing, guys? The belts are on the line. Oh, my goodness. After that roaring spear, that could have been it right there. That could have been it. Oh, jeez. Ladies and gentlemen, things are seriously picking up here. We're almost at the halfway mark. And we've got 9 matches on our card. 9 matches. Holy moly. I never thought it would get this serious, but then again, tag team gold belts are on the line here. And these gentlemen, these athletes had to be mindful of both the referee's 10 count, but also the clock. 15 minutes have passed, 15 minutes remaining. Oh no! LA Park Jr. overshot that moonsault. Oof. They're getting exhausted. I can feel they're exhausted. Beautiful super kick. Cover! What are you doing? Oh shit. That basement drop kick connected. How is Chicken Sandwich able to fight? How is this even happening? You're damn right it's a 1 count. I would be insulted if the match had ended right there. Well, we got that 5-star banger. This will now get the rating of greatest of all time. Holy, did you just see that? LA Park Jr. is completely crocked, and the spicy chicken sandwich crowns him. This is literally anybody's game. Oh shit. Pardon my language. But the chicken sandwich has his sights set. Wait! The referee was in the way, botched. Park Jr. canceled it, springing into action and completely turned the sandwich inside out. 1, 2, no! This is wild, ladies and gentlemen. These guys have a built-in battery. Series of chops. Beautiful low enziguri kick. Connects the skull of L.A. Park. For those of you tuning in right now, this is Next Generation Pro Wrestling, NGPW. This is our return show after 6 months of inactivity. Our last show, which you can see right here on Loud and Clear Pictures YouTube channel, was back in the month of May. Oh, the chicken sandwich is not happy. Not happy at all. It's a little spring in the step of L.A. Park, the OG chairman of WCWA back in the D. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Where was Park Jr.?
And the new mixed, the tag team world men's, women's pro wrestling champions, the Chosen One, AK-47, AK-47, AK-47.
That's not his name.
The Chosen One, the Chosen One, the Chosen One.
No.
The Chosen One.
That's a mouthful. The whole thing has been a mouthful. But what an incredible matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Greatest of all time. You're looking at this on your screen now. And before we go on to our next contest, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the highlight reel. Nice knife at shot. Get out of the way, referee. Basement drop kick. Well connected. The disaster kick. Excellently telegraphed. Beautiful German suplex. Folding the sandwich. A little bit of Eddie Guerrero right there. The little springboard. Dive on the back. Some double team. An unnecessary pin, which we don't really know what was the causality. Another unnecessary pin with no move to lead to it. Here it is. Here is where I thought the end was coming. Let's watch it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. L.A. Park, ladies and gents. Beautiful spear. That could have been it right then and there. And the sandwich, frog splash off the second rope. And the end. Look at this. Beautiful. Acai DDT with the pin. And now on to our next match, and we're going to show you all the lineup of matches for this evening. Oh, I guess we have to go to the exit. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to go straight to our next match. I apologize. But we will go on to our next contest. We will show you the list of matches. 9 matches on the card, folks. And this is a mixed gender or mixed tag team contest. El Virtuoso, Jumpin' Jay Stevens on the left. Mr. Iguana and Starlight Kid. This is an international, interpromotional affair, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoy it.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 147 pounds, Jay Stevens. And his partner from out of this world, efed.
This amazing combination of Jumpin' Jay Stevens and El Virtuoso must deal with a very unique blend from the AAA, but also from, I want to say she's from New Japan Pro Wrestling, Starlight Kid, but Mr. Iguana.
Chihuahua, Mexico, weighing in at 150 pounds.
This guy is exciting. All I gotta say, this guy is absolutely full of fun. You can watch him on YouTube. An amazing match involving Hema, Mr. Iguana, and Finn Balor and their puppets. Love it. It's entertainment, and that's what wrestling is supposed to be. Also, ladies and gentlemen, this program is brought to you by Minute Maid Orange Juice, Snickers, and Slim Jim. Snap into a Slim Jim if you're hangry or whatever. Bite into a Snickers bar, you'll feel a whole lot better. I sure hope that I can. Because whatever I got, whichever bug I got, I had it a year ago. And here I am, calling the action, ladies and gentlemen, right here in the Prénoisitier Community Center here in Gatineau, Quebec. Match number 2. And also congratulations to Chicken and Spicy Chicken Sandwich. You boys deserve all the gold.
And from Tokyo, Japan, Kid SL.
Starlight Kid brings an exciting aura to this contest, folks. A great in-ring presence. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado. Jumpin' Jay Stevens has agreed now to set this matchup with Mr. Iguana. Bell sounds, and here we go. Holy jumping Jehoshaphat. Oh, God. And that's it for Iguana. Here comes Starlight Kid. On to Jumpin' Jay Stevens, whom you can also see in the New Class Wrestling Academy. He just started back in July, ladies and gentlemen, on his 40th birthday. Some top rope, high risk, Frankensteiner from the top rope. And Starlight Kid motioning to Jay Stevens. Oh, cancellation. Still very dangerous. Now Jay tags in El Virtuoso, another competitor for the New Class Wrestling Academy. Debuted on Christmas Eve 2024 with her partner, her regular partner, Tracy Tamerlan. The tag is definitely good. Here comes Mr. Iguana. Some double teamage. Flapjack. These flapjacks have no maple syrup on them. Oh, nice fireman's carry. I haven't seen one in weeks. Oh. Oh, beautiful. Oh, look at it. Wow, wow, wow. What did she have for breakfast this morning? Oh, I smell a finisher. Or at least a signature. Here comes the hot tag. Come on there, Jay. And oh. Almost a count of 3. Oof. Off the ropes. Poorly timed. It happens in this business. Oh, a dragon screw combination submission hold right there. Looks like Jumpin' J's got something on it up his sleeve. If he had sleeves. Basement drop kick connects the knee. Connects the patella. Oh, jeez. Double foot stomp as if she had slipped off of him. And here's the tag. Starlight. Watch out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, misses the moonsault. Look at this. Off of the bottom rope. And she still lands it perfectly and safely. Out of sight. Out of sight, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely the next generation for pro wrestling. Richard Canuck says this is the first time seeing Jumpin' Jay Stevens in an NGPW ring. I don't blame him if his timing is off. Well, and this applies to anyone who is brand spanking new to the business. Long-time wrestling fan or not. When it's your first time in a newer environment against a very unique blend of a tag team, sure, you can be thrown off by it. Diving elbow drop to a cover, and Virtuoso, like the Flash, meets up and breaks the pin. This match continues, ladies and gentlemen. 30-minute time limit. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen. Most multi-man matches are set for 30 minutes, while singles matches are 15. And speaking of, we're going to show you our next match will be a singles contest. And we have 2 singles matches tonight, folks. Nice kick out there by Jay Stevens. Mr. Iguana, ladies and gentlemen. From the triple A. Oof. Ouch, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, referee, you better get in there and step in, Lo. Step in. That's a very heelish tactic from Jumpin' Jay, and I had a feeling he was going to be a bit of a heel, especially during his ring entrance. You know, harassing the cameraman like that. Oh! Mr. Iguana just popped Virtuoso. More double team maneuvering. Oh, backslide. And they're both looking at each other. Virtuoso, Starlight Kid. They made contact. Oh, geez, did you see that? Sacky do. You know, I wouldn't do any kip-ups if I'm going to get a drop kick on my friggin' kneecap. Nice. Nice save from Jumpin' Jay. Did you just hear that, ladies and gentlemen? These hundreds of beautiful folks chanting, "This is tag team wrestling." Or tag team wrestling. I haven't heard that chant. I don't think I've ever heard that chant. Not only in 2K25, but I think elsewhere. Virtuoso picking up Mr. Iguana, setting up for flying clothesline. We're going over to the 3.5 star, ladies and gentlemen. Almost a 3, ladies and gentlemen. And the look of disbelief on the makeup face of El Virtuoso. Oh. Death Valley Driver. Go for the cover. Oh, wait. Iguana gets right back up. Clothesline over the top rope and onto those gym mats. Ooh. Oh no. He's carrying him. Oh! On the ring post and onto the school gym mats. The count's been broken up. Oh my God. Double underhook backbreaker from Starlight Kid. Jumpin' Jay is in trouble. Oh, come on. Come on, guys. Keep this match clean. Get back in there, Jay. I honestly think that Jumpin' Jay is hurt. I don't think he'll be able to do any flying moves tonight on the count of that power bomb on the ring post and on the floor. Whatever padding gives, and it's not a whole lot. Look at this. Oh my, crying in the mud. Oh my God. And goes outside the ring again. Come on. Oh, flying body press. Or a cross body. Power slam. The back. Just the back alone of Jumpin' Jay. How is he going to do any jumping moves? Good grief. Guys, get back in the ring. I don't think Jay can get back in the ring, guys. We're at the count of 9 and the count of 10.
Here are your winners.
A count out.
And
great. I don't know about that. Yes, I am just as shocked as you guys are too. Alright, we're going to take a miniature pause. We will get back into more wrestling action. But I want to show the folks watching this at home or wherever they are the outlook of our program, our live stream this evening. We are about 5 to 7, Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, from the Pré Noisetier Community Center in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada, ladies and gentlemen. Our next match is a former NWO alumni, Scott Flash Norton, and a former MLW heavyweight champion, Alex Hammerstone. We've got Mia Gothica and Cage Jones, a unique blend of emo, goth, and punk, versus a tag team legend, a legendary tag team of Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. Excuse me. I was going to say the Rock and Roll Connection. Another tag team, another mixed tag team, mixed intergender. We've got Awesome Kong, the angry video game nerd. You're hearing this, you're seeing this with your own two eyes, versus the Warlord and Princess Zelda. Our other singles contest is billed as a submission match between Finley and Gabe Kidd. This is going to be a very bendy kind of a match. Someone is going to forfeit in the ring. It could either be a legend like Fit Finley, or it could be a brand new young buck, a young lion, representing New Japan Pro Wrestling and Gabe Kidd, of course the LA Dojo. Our second of 4 championship matches tonight for the NGPW Women's World Championship. AJ Lee, Britt Baker, Taya Valkyrie, and Tessa Blanchard. One fall to a finish, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Another one fall to a finish for the NGPW World Cruiserweight Championship. Chris Danger, the fellow YouTuber, Ultimo Dragon, a freaking legend who had carried so many championship belts. You never know, he might walk home in Tokyo, Japan, holding this championship belt. Or it could be El Hijo del LA Park, another member of the Parka family. And our main event, the cherry on the cake for the World Heavyweight Championship, contested under tables, ladders, and chairs. I gave you Deadpool, Eric Ramsland, Jeff Cobb, who wrestles now as JC Mateo in the WWE, and the charismatic Enigma, Jeff Hardy, who is known for his career, his extensive experience with tables, ladders, and folding steel chairs. So now, folks, you've seen the fight card. It is time for our one-on-one matchup. Scott Flash Norton and Alex Hammerstone next.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 360 pounds, Scott Norton.
The old Rock House theme song. This is going all the way back to the Monday Night Wars when the WCW and NW were sweeping the nation, dominating the WWF, the World Wrestling Federation, and their equivalent of the New World Order was D-Generation X.
And his opponent from Glendale, Arizona, weighing in at 261 pounds, Alex Hammerstone.
Alex Hammerstone, ladies and gentlemen, a completely different look on him. He looks cleaner. He looks more polished, more defined. Of course, after losing the championship, the MLW heavyweight title to Alex Kane just a few short years ago, he has tried to change, to reinvent himself as an athlete, as a heavyweight contender. Don't be surprised if one day Alex or Scott, excuse me, get a shot for that heavyweight title belt. Look at that mug. Look at those veins. My God. The bell has sound and here we go. Heck of a lockup, waist lock. Alex trying to escape this, but this former arm wrestler, remember that, ladies and gentlemen, he's a weightlifter and an arm wrestler. Scott Norton, no matter how timeless he is, no matter how old he is a superior athlete. Big splash, one arm, one hand, body slam, and that stung Hammerstone. "15-minute time limit, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier in this live stream. Now onto the outside floor. Hammerstone on the top rope. Who is he pointing at? Oh my Lord! Which one? Scott Norton or Hammerstone? Yes. That leap and clothesline, ladies and gentlemen, in your face. Oh, look at this submission hold, would you? Nice escape. Great tactic from the big man, Scott Flash Norton. Incredible wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. I am thoroughly enjoying this one. Not looking good for a Hammerstone here, who is like all muscle. Now it looks like the Flash Norton here is setting something up here. Going for strike. Oh! Slaps him! That's a slap, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, clubs him in the back. Singles contest, ladies and gentlemen. No championship belt on the line, but we will have the women's world title to be decided, to be crowned. The cruiserweight championship. And the heavyweight. All this happening, ladies and gentlemen, right here in Gatineau Park, Quebec. We've seen a count-out victory in our previous match. I do not want to see it again. Come on, Alex, get back in there. The count of 8. Oh my God. Hey, wait a sec. Signature touch. Hammerstone's got... Whoa. Okay, that was the setup. What's the follow-up? Big power slam. Referee in position 2 and no! Fight forever chance, yeah! Every match we have seen thus far, we have received some amazing reception from this beautiful crowd. I'm loving it. I know it's a bad joke, but I'm loving it. And I don't eat McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in almost a year now. Oh, look at this. Ah! The trademark powerbomb made famous by Scott Norton. Setting him up away from the ring ropes, referee in position, making sure their shoulders are to the mat. And just at the last split second, Alexander Hammerstone kicks out. I hear you there, Retro Canucks. This is insane. The power. All of these amazing power moves. The power slams, power bombs, all this weight lifting extraordinaire from these two. Norton looks like he's spent. And now Alex Hammerstone setting up Flash Norton. Running neck breaker. Will this be enough? What is Hammerstone doing now? Looks like Hammerstone is delivering knuckle sandwiches with no mayonnaise and no mustard. Norton is in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. And oh, look at this. Look at Norton's face. Look at the face of despair. But Norton, using his limbs, using his dexterity to escape. Oh my goodness, the referee kind of blocked it. That was a Stan Hansen style lariat, folks. Looks like Norton's on a vertical base. Scoops him. Samoan drop. And Hammerstone. I thought he was going to get out of the ring. Oh, God. Knife edge chop. Adding more pressure to the limbs, the ligaments. Off the ropes. Big shoulder tackle. Turning the big man. Hammerstone inside out. And Scott Norton has Alexander Hammerstone in position for no! Shoulder breaker. He won't be able to use his shoulder to pop himself and break the pin. How smart, how intelligent was that from Scott Flash Norton of the New World Order alumni? We're going back almost 30 years ago. It'll be 30 years in July. The birth, the inception, the creation of the New World Order. Fantastic wrestling matchup, ladies and gentlemen, before we go on to our next match. And for those of you brand spanking new to this channel, welcome to the Loud and Clear Pictures YouTube channel. I apologize for being very, very loud, but this is an amazing wrestling show. I am thoroughly enjoying this one. And you have guessed it, you're familiar with my channel. My name is Johnny Baba Ganoush, the host and the voice of Fantasy Pro Wrestling. We welcome you. We suggest that you click like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And let's check out that highlight reel, if you will, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm telling you, this was pound for pound a brutal contest. Look at that. Body slam, lower back. Let's watch this one more time here. So a splash to the corner. Hammerstone's in trouble. And his lower back. And look at this. Flying clothesline connects to Scott Norton. And look at Norton thinking that he's Rey Mysterio Jr. Double axe handle blow. A pin from what move that was. And here's some outside brawling. A pop-up Samoan drop on those gym mats. And look at Hammerstone setting up Scott Norton. Beautiful power slam. I don't know how he did it. 1, 2, and almost a 3. Let's watch this one more time. I want to see how he did it. Like a sidewalk slam into a power slam. Tactique. Guillotine leg drop on target. Watch this again. Oh. Scott Norton now. Boot to the gut. Watch this. All power. There's no definition to that. That's just straight up power. And you can see that Hammerstone is trying to kick out, but just watch how it ends here. Scott Norton's got, I thought it was going to be for a power bomb, and that was a shoulder breaker, and that's going to damage the arm, damage the shoulder, and that means that Alex cannot even do his, he can't even pop his shoulder to break the pin. He would have to use his upper body strength or something to power out the big man, a super heavyweight like Scott Norton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, We, I would say, are just about halfway through our program. We're over an hour and 10 minutes into our live stream. This will be a perfectly good opportunity to have the viewers watching this right now to speak their piece. What do they think of the action? And of course, you can watch this after the live stream is over. Of course, it'll be made available afterwards, but this is live. This is now, November 4th, ladies and gentlemen, right here from the Pré-Noisetier Community Center in Gatineau, Quebec. Punk rock, goth, emo, screamo, hardcore, whatever you want to call it, meeting the Rock and Roll Express. Legends of the wrestling business. We have seen already some legends in L.A. Park, La Parka, the OG chairman of World Championship Wrestling. We just saw Scott Norton, for heaven's sakes. Now we're going to see Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. This is crazy. This is Mia Gothico, ladies and gentlemen, and she looks ripped. I have not seen her this ripped in a very long while. Mia is also in the new class. That is correct, Let's Canucks. Mia Gothica, Cage Jones' tag partner, is in the academy on the Nintendo 64 platform. Some retro into the next generation of gaming, ladies and gentlemen. What a hybrid this is. Cage Jones and Gothica have competed in the past, and now look at this, side by side, they are teaming up against the legendary Rock and Roll Express.
And at a combined weight of 463 pounds, Ricky Morgan and Robert Gibson, the Rockers.
I wouldn't call them the Rockers, but definitely Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, totally inspired by these two. They are legends, ladies and gentlemen. Wrestling legends, still alive today, but timeless inside the squared circle. Looks like Mia's going to start it off with Robert Gibson. How did you get washboard abs like that? Okay, well, excuse me. You almost made me laugh there, Retro Canucks, but I mean, for all we know, this past summer, Mia has been training like never before. And here we are, after 6 months of inactivity with the Next Generation Pro Wrestling. Here we are, 6 months later, results came in. Mia has been training every day. She's on a very rigorous diet. She can't be eating fast food unless she cheats. But even if she cheats, she has to maintain her physical fitness. And that can cause some stress to the mind. So you have to be mentally healthy too. Mia Gothica has the gift. She has the panache to wrestle in that squared circle, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at that great escape there, great escape. Elbow to the elbow straight to the back. And look at where Robert Gibson is. Tags in Cage Jones, double team. Oh, beautiful. And now we get to see the punk rocker, Cage Jones with Ricky Morton. Here's a little bit of old schoolness in professional wrestling, especially tag team wrestling. Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson. Oh, look at that. Nice escape there with the Midnight Express. Beautiful Bobby Eaton, Sweet Stan Lane. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? This is going back 40 years. Tag team pro wrestling. 3 consecutive elbows to Cage Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Oof, shin breaker. Unique styles we're seeing in the ring. 2 teams, 2 different, like, I'm talking about like 2 generations expanding. Gosh. I don't know how many decades apart. Rock and Roll Express are pretty much grandpas or great-grandparents at this point. Mia Gothica, Cage Jones, in their 30s. And they are rocking this match, ladies and gentlemen. 30-minute time limit bout. Oh! Come on there, Ricky. Is that how you treat a woman? You slap her on the ear? Gothica is completely discombobulated. Basement drop kick from Ricky Morton. Gothica is in deep waters right now, ladies and gentlemen, with Morton on the second ropes, the second floor, almost being very arrogant. Hey! O'Connor pin, but close to the ring ropes. Hey, look at this, reverse, 2, into a schoolboy that's really close to the ropes. Referee, open your eyes. No doubt, Retro Canucks. It is getting very expensive to stay in good shape. To go to the gym, depending on where you go. Gym membership could cost up to $100+. I remember when groceries was very cheap. You can get a lot for a week for like less than $100, and now it's costing more than $100 for weekly groceries. Get back in the ring there, Cage Jones. Oh. Luthez pressed with knuckle sandwiches, but Cage was protecting herself. She was covering herself from danger, from imminent danger from these legends. And now Robert setting up for a drop kick, nicely done. You're close to the ring ropes there, Jones. Get to it. Oh, nice. Little pop-up Hurricane Rana. And now I think Cage is going to tag in Gothica. Off the ropes. Oh, wait, the referee got involved. Running Bulldog. I think that Irish whip to the corner ruined Gothica's plans. It allowed Robert Gibson to do that running Bulldog. And you can see the frustration on Mia's face. There's no question about it. All right, back on the outside now. Come on, folks. Come on. Let's get back in there. Keep this match clean. Get in. All right, here we go. Match continues, folks. 3.5 stars so far. Referee out of position. That will buy a lot of time for Ricky Morton to come in and break that pin. Here comes a tag, clean tag right there. Gothica now in control of Gibson. Oh, get the limbs. And now Gothica in position 4 from higher risk. Oh, body block. That could have been a pin, Mia. Robert he's hurt. That could have been a pin right there. Oh, some technical wrestling right here. Open up that hand. Open that hand. Bend those fingers if you must. Cage had that arm of Gibson locked in. That is some smart maneuvering right there from this lovely lady, Cage Jones. And that is it! Wiping the sweat off her forehead is Cage Jones. Who is Cage Jones from? Where is she from? Somewhere in the United States. I'm not quite sure, but the ring announcer did mention that. So, all right, folks, for the highlight reel, watch out some high octane wrestling here. Springboard, body press, that could have been a pin right there. It could have been a pin. Tag has been made. Watch this. A spear, and I think that was a clothesline or an elbow strike. Yeah, a clothesline and a spear combo. Shin breaker. Classic move. That would usually lead to a leg lock, a submission hold. Nothing fancy. Oh, yes. The seesaw back and forth. Pinning predicaments. Watch this. Rolls. So from one O'Connor roll to the next. Then a schoolboy. And that right there. Completely disoriented Mia. For a running bulldog from Robert Gibson. More tag team wrestling action. And look at this. Oh, landing chest and face first. More Asai DDT wrestling right there, folks. And that time was on the outside floor. A snap. Gotta say that again. It almost looks like a samurai driver. Interesting. That was very unique. And that's the final decision right there, folks. As a result, the team of Cage Jones and Mia Gothica are victorious. My apologies, Richard Canucks. I'm trying to understand what you mean. Are you trying to ask me if she's from a TV show or something? I don't think she's from a TV show. Honestly, I think Cage Jones is a completely made-up wrestler.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, Kong Awesome Kong!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, shifting gears now for some mixed tag team wrestling action. Awesome Kong, angry video game nerd. What a very, very unique combination right there. And they're going up against Princess Zelda and the Warlord. That is... You will never see anything like this, ladies and gentlemen, anywhere else. AVGN is what he's going as. The angry video game nerd, James Rawl, wielding a gas-powered chainsaw, ladies and gentlemen. And I just realized his cape is the power pad. I remember playing that with my brother way back in the day. He's got the power glove. How intelligent, how creative is that? Of course, you can watch the Angry Video Game Nerd on YouTube, part of his website there, cinemasker.com. I have been following AVGN for almost 20 years, since 2008.
And from the edge of reality,
oh my.
the Princess Zenda.
From the edge of reality. I agree, Retro Canucks. From Hyrule, not from the edge of reality. Princess Zelda, ladies and gentlemen. She is looking very confident, very prepared for this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. An hour and a half she had to wait for this moment and to team up with a legend, another legend from the World Wrestling Federation, and possibly other wrestling promotions too, the Warlord.
And from parts unknown, weighing in.
Oh, listen to this crowd, would you?
Warlord. Theme.
Okay, Awesome Kong and Princess Zelda begin this matchup, folks. 30-minute time limit. For those of you who are checking this out for the very first time ever, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. We are not through. We still have 3 more major championships. Women's World Title, Cruiserweight, World Cruiserweight Gold, and Heavyweight Wrestling Championship Gold, folks. Tables, ladders, and chairs. It is going to be potentially a mess. We do have EMTs, first aid responders on standby. Big elbow drop. Holy moly. And just sits on her. Dude. And the Warlord, you can also see him on Fantasy Pro Wrestling. One of the major powerhouses in our sport. Oh, look at that. Awesome Kong is not going to mess around. And the Angry Video Game Nerd in the ring with a wrestling legend. Look at this. Look at this. One scoop. Back to where he was from a power slam. All the weight. All the muscle. I was going to say smash the arm with the power glove. And if Scott Towers were here, he would say monster combo. The power glove. I'm loving that power glove. It is so bad. To coin the phrase from the 1989 Fred Savage movie, The Wizard. Yes, Super Mario Brothers 3. Somehow, some way, I had that on some kind of playlist on YouTube last night. It was playing until like, I don't know, at 4 o'clock in the morning or something. Somebody was playing that on YouTube, and it was just auto playing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, about 5 minutes into this contest, there's some brawn here. Look at, whoa! Pardon me for coughing on the microphone, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that power from Awesome Kong. She's going for it again. Oh, went for a DDT or a suplex, but the Warlord muscling out, big boots, meets the chest, playing it safe, as opposed to getting kicked in the face. Off the ropes. Oh my God, oh, the landing. The nerd just got tossed. Lord knows how high in the air. Look at that. Beautiful dropkick. Cover the man. Come on, Zelda. Cover the man. Oh. Big mistake. Running Bulldog. And the princess is ready for Kong. Oh, shit. Oh! Sit down powerbomb. Where is the Warlord? And Princess Zelda kicked out on her own merit. In the face of shock on Awesome Kong. I don't believe I've ever seen that. Look at the power. Another sit-down powerbomb. Where's the Warlord? Another power. And this community center chanting tag team wrestling. Oh my God. From the freaking heavens.
Here are your winners, Awesome Kong and AVGN.
Retro Canucks and I just thought of the same thing. From the heavens. That big splash, ladies and gentlemen, that was absolutely unreal. The Warlord did not even come in to break up the pin. He could have, and yet he did not do that thing. I'm not quite sure why he did do that. All right, folks, highlight reel. I gotta see it for my own self. Check out this package here, folks. The Warlord elbow drop. That was my first indication of bad things happening for Awesome Kong. Look at that. Scary Warlord tagging in the Princess. More tag team action right there. The Power Glove. I wish we had seen that. I mean, we did there, but I want to see more of that Power Glove. Beautiful back suplex. Look at this. Look at that. More tag team action. Power Glove. I feel like we're going back in circles here. Oh, wait, here we go. Watch the nerd fly. How his body bounced. Beautiful drop kick. Would have been a great opportunity to pin the nerd. Awesome Kong. Look at this. Sit out power bomb. Absolutely amazing. And the Warlord's there to break it up, but barely kicks out. And you saw the shock. The look on Kong's face. The power. Look at this. Another beautiful power bomb. Referee counts 1, 2, and almost makes a 3, but then a loss. Awesome Kong. What a big splash. And I don't think Zelda saw it coming because she was going to turn herself around, but the very last split second, she got herself back into position. Watch. Oh my God. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take ourselves you know what? We're gonna do a 10-minute intermission. 10-minute intermission. I don't mean to be a jerk, ladies and gentlemen, but I gots to eat. I want to see if my stomach can support some relatively solid food. So in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear the menu soundtrack of 2K17, 2K25, excuse me. Great. So I won't know until I watch the live stream afterwards. So be back in 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your patience. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, Fit Finley, a legend in WWE, and of course WCW, versus this upstart from New Japan Pro Wrestling's Los Angeles Dojo, Gabe Kidd, former strong openweight champion. And it's not going to be an ordinary match. There's no pinfalls. You don't pin your opponent. You must force your opponent to submit.
The following contest is a submission match. Making his way to the ring from Finland, weighing in at 233 pounds, David Fanny Lee.
Just realized he's wearing his classic Belfast Bruiser jacket with the shoulder pad. Yeah, you can see that, ladies and gentlemen, in his World Championship Wrestling days, the WCW, on Saturday night and on Monday Nitro. Look it up, ladies and gentlemen. You can even Google it.
And his opponent from England, weighing in at 235 pounds, Gabriel Kidd.
Just for a little reminder for those watching, my apologies. I'm still in the process of eating my dinner, but enjoy the show regardless. And if you are watching, post a comment down below. Tell us what you think of the show. Thank you. the legend
Here is your winner.
lives on, folks. Fit Finley was able to force Gabe Kidd into submission. Folks, this was more than a wrestling match. It was more of a catch wrestling. I was expecting more of a catch wrestling contest between both Finley and Kidd. But I mean, the aerial tactics, the knee drops, the brawling on the outside floor, and the fact that Gabe Kidd had to submit because Finley used his power, he used his experience, the longevity still holds dear, ladies and gentlemen. And as a result, Fit Finley, and you know, from this look right here, from this position, Finley looks like he's ready for his next opponent. But fans, we must shift gears to our next match because it is now championship match number 2 of 4 in total. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the NGPW Women's World Championship is on the line in what was supposed to be a fatal 4-way elimination match. However, due to the add PLE feature in the universe mode, that cannot be done. Unless you create a custom match for it, but there's so much customization, ladies and gentlemen. It's unbelievable how much customization there is. But up next, AJ Lee, Taya Valkyrie, Britt Baker, and Tessa Blanchard, the daughter of the legendary Tully Blanchard. I'm still trying to finish my meal, folks. I apologize. Almost done. Almost done.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match and is for the World Women's Championship. Making her way to the ring from Jersey City, New Jersey, AJ Lee. And her opponents, first from New York, the Dr. Britt Baker.
All right, I'm done. I'm done eating there, Retro Canucks.
From Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, Tama, Virginia.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts for the NGPW Women's World Championship. We're at the home stretch now. Tessa Blanchard. This is going to be interesting. 4 of these ladies have held championship gold in their careers, but never have we ever seen 4 of these talents, 4 of these names in the ring at the same time, competing for a vacant championship title. This is going to be amazing, folks. 1 fall to a finish, all for the NGPW Women's World Championship. AJ Lee looks prepared. Britt Baker, DMD, also ready. Taya Valkyrie and Tessa Blanchard. Referee calls for the bell. Here we go. This is going to be a fight, ladies and gentlemen. I can feel it. Praise be to God. Answering to Retro Canucks' message here, as we are still live from Prix Benoît Community Center in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada, ladies and gentlemen. From wherever you are with us in some capacity. But the folks in attendance, off their seats, cheering on, holding signs. This is what the majesty of pro wrestling is all about. Whoa! I don't know how on earth Britt Baker was able to catch AJ Lee with that falling cutter. We got action on the outside floor. No disqualification, no countouts, and anything goes. Look at that. Our first weapon being used this evening. Taya smashing Britt against those steel steps. No steps did not move. Oh! Diving elbow from Britt Baker. Now we're getting folding chairs. Oh! Baker crowns Blanchard. And now a series of pinning predicaments. And there's the break from Tessa. Oh! And again, 1 fall to a finish. In fantasy pro wrestling, we've always seen elimination style. very rare that we get a one fall fatal 4-way. Look at the hang time and the delivery from that moonsault. Like there's got to be some kind of hidden spring in those boots. Cannot see how can someone just jump so high like that without assistance. I've seen wrestlers perform aerial attacks, aerial feats, you know, so high, it's speechless. They have very good spring, but they don't have springs in their shoes. And if so, that would hurt the soles and the heel of the foot. Oh. Wow! Britt Baker, GMG,
Here is your winner.
secures the victory.
World Women's Champion.
She can't even believe it.
Britt Baker.
She is beside herself. Yeah, Dr. Britt Baker from All Elite Wrestling. We don't see her often, however, and has a big smile on her face. Of course, those pearly whites. She takes care of her teeth, hence her dentist. Before we go on to our next contest, ladies and gentlemen, we must go to the highlight reel and see the goods. So many aerial maneuvers. I know we've seen quite a bit. My God. Look at this. Look at that. Talk about a spring in your step. How on earth that cutter from Dr. Britt Baker connect with AJ? And the use of sledgehammers from Tessa Blanchard on your top right-hand corner of your screen. This more aerial tactique, a elbow smasher. These ladies, these athletes are risking their bodies all for the sake of being the inaugural champion. In this case here, the Women's World Championship. And there's Britt Baker taking full advantage. Look at that. Backcracker. Excellent. Excellent. And there's that sledgehammer again. Taya had a hard time getting rid of that sledgehammer. Still a feature that you would see on 2K17 even. Beautiful. There it is right there. That was the finish. If you can see it, Baker had Tessa Blanchard. Watch this again. Watch to your left. To your left. It's like a magistral bomb. Absolutely excellent. There was no time for Taya to break it up, but I know that Taya was wanting that gold championship belt. I could feel it. I could smell it. Richard Canuck say, I think that Taya should go after the belt. I concur. We got a Tessa Blanchard as a vote. Should it be Tessa? Should it be Taya? Post your comments down below, ladies and gentlemen.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the Pro Wrestling Cruiserweight World Wrestling Championship. Making his way to the ring from Philadelphia,
What's your connect say? Taya Valkyrie all the way. Well, it's all up to management. We'll take your comments into consideration. It's not a bad idea for Britt Baker's first title defense. I don't think a championship title should be defended so soon, but that's just me. Soak in that moment of becoming champion, because you never know. It might slip through your fingers. Not to coin the phrase from the ABBA lyrics of slipping through my fingers. Ultimo Dragon from Tokyo, Japan. He has held many championships. It's unreal. Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks, is doing the exact same thing that Ultimo Dragon had done like 30 some odd years ago. Can Ultimo Dragon capture the World Cruiserweight Championship? We are about to find out in this three-way contest. One fall to a finish. That's a very nice jacket. I'm actually quite jealous. For those of you who are watching this right now, thank you very much for joining NGPW Gold Rush live from Gatineau, Quebec Park, or Gatineau, Quebec, Canada, at the Pré-Noisetier Community Center. And there it is, folks. Look at the detail. Look at the relief from that championship belt, the World Cruiserweight Championship. It's all on the line. The bell house sound, and here we go. Oh, nice neck breaker. I'm sticking with Tessa. Okay, well, we got one for Taya, one for Tessa. I suggest that the event staff, the bookers of Next Generation Pro Wrestling, get together and discuss what should be done of this. Until then, we now must shift gears. We are on to our penultimate contest at Gold Rush 2025, November 4th. And again, because it is a multi-man match, there are no countouts and no disqualifications, but you must pin your opponent or force them to submit inside the ring. It's got to be done, like it or not. Oh, nice Samoan drop. We've seen quite a few tonight, and each one was slightly different than the last. Oh, a kendo stick. How fitting for Ultimo Dragon. Retro Canucks just says Tessa versus Taya, the #1 contender spot at the next show. How about it? Hey, you might be onto something there, Canuck. Or Canucks if there's more than one out there. Off the ropes. Tope Suicida from El Hayo del La Parca, or LA Park. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. Hayo, not Hio, but Hayo. It is the nephew. Oh, it means green. Excuse me. The green? Oh, man, it's kind of weird. No. I think there's a mispronunciation. I think it's El Hijo. That's a definite spelling error right there. Oh, another high flying spot. Whoa! We're getting a "This is awesome" chant, ladies and gentlemen, and you are correct. This is for the World Cruiserweight Wrestling Championship belt. Running a Liger bomb on the outside floor. Can you believe it? Oh no. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. That should have got through the announce table. Oh! Again, no countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes, but you must pin or submit your opponent inside the ring. Oh my goodness. Oh, the kendo stick. That is very strong wood. And if it splits, you better make sure you are protecting yourself, because you will. I repeat, you may get poked in the eye. Or you even might get impaled. Not as in death, but you might get hurt, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Not worth it. Nice scoop slam. And there's the classic Asai DDT for the World Championship. And there it is!
Here is your winner, and new Pro Wrestling Cruiserweight World Wrestling Champion, Ultimo Dragon.
I'm going to say quick work. Quick work in this contest, ladies and gentlemen. Ultimo Dragon captures the goal from the trademark Asai DDT because that is his move. There you go. The World Cruiserweight Champion tonight at Gold Rush. Another championship to the collection. Past, present, you name it, ladies and gentlemen. That got a great review. Let's see the highlight reel before we go on to our main event attraction. So much back and forth. Beautiful neck breaker right there. Weapons are permitted in these matches. Referee will not disqualify you by any means. God. Look at that. Over the top rope, over the literal top rope. And he landed on his feet. Great hang time, I'm telling you. Look at this. The running Liger bomb. I just can't believe it. That's gonna smart. And that should have gone through the announce table. Look at Ultimo Dragon. His neck should have gotten through the table right there. And that would have been a very serious injury. Nice follow through, a Samoan drop. Beautiful. Boost strike I was talking to you about. Right on the ribs. Very dangerous. That was really nice from Chris Danger. A very simple elbow, but with torque and power, goes a long way. And there it is. The finish. The classic Asai DDT. One more time, folks. Scoop slam. From Park, sending Chris Danger on the outside, allowing Yoshihiro Asai, the real name of Ultimo Dragon. And now, folks, it is now time for the main event of the evening. For the NGPW World Heavyweight Championship, Jeff Cobb, Deadpool, Eric Ramsland, and the charismatic Enigma, Jeff Hardy. With tables, ladders, and chairs, no pinfall, no submissions, no referees, and no time limit. We will go through this together and witness history in the making. I want to say this now before it's too late. Congratulations to all the champions this evening. You have all deserved it. And the winners. All the winners tonight.
The following is a fatal four-way tables, ladders, and chairs match, and is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Making his way to the ring from Vancouver, British Columbia, weighing in at 233 pounds, Wade Wilson.
Deadpool looks like the real deal. That's because he is the real deal. Wade Wilson.
And his opponents, first, from Valhalla, weighing in at 269 pounds, Eric Randleman.
Ramsland. Close enough.
And from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing in at 200.
But you're gonna say Eric reminds me of Triple H from WrestleMania 30 and 32. Whole like gladiator thing. Good. That's actually pretty good. It's true. He does have that barbarian Viking-ish kind of gimmick, though. All right, folks. We are at the home stretch. Can you feel it? Can you sense it? No pinfalls, no submissions, no referee in attendance. This is literally the entire company watching this match to decide the very first ever NGPW World Heavyweight Championship. And may I add that these four lucky candidates had earned.
North Carolina,
They all qualified from the four past events dating back in February, when this man right here, Jeff Hardy, won. Deadpool won the second one. Jeff Cobb won the third. Or Eric Ramsland won the third, and Jeff Cobb won the fourth. So in February, March, April, and May, we received 4 winners from 4 main events, and that's what you're about to see. And this is going to be up Jeff Hardy's alley. You can also see him in TNA Wrestling, Total Nonstop Action, with, of course, his brother Matt as the Hardy Boys. From going way back in the day, ladies and gentlemen, going way back from 1998, in their WWF Attitude Era debut, in their singles competition reign or time period in 2002, 2003, to essentially splitting up 2 different brands. Look at that championship, baby. That's the World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship belt in all its glory. Man, I can feel it. I can feel the intensity. This, hey, again, no time limit. There's no clock on the top right-hand corner. This is an anything goes race to the top. The belt is suspended from up above. There are 4 men in this ring. 4 men that can make a difference. Deadpool. You heard me correctly. Deadpool is here. Eric Ramsland, Jeff Hardy, JC Mateo, Jeff Cobb, tumbling onto the outside floor now. Deadpool getting himself prepared, ignoring what, the interference. Too many men in the ring. Oh my God. Jeff Cobb clubbing Deadpool. This is our main event. We are almost at the 3-hour marker. What a show, ladies and gentlemen. What a night. Our return after 6 months. 6 months of inactivity, having to pretty much dust the console, and the amount of updates the PlayStation 4 needed. Even this game, how much updates it needed, because a lot had happened in 6 months. A lot of things happened in 6 months. John Cena was a heel at our last NGPW show, and now he's on his last match, practically. December 13th, 2025 is his last wrestling match. Jeff Hardy feels at home. He's literally jogging his way to the top, and he lands on his coccyx. Hardy landed hard right there. And we got that right. that made the Retro Canucks laugh out loud. I agree. Retro Canucks. They're calling it Jeff Hardy wins the gold. Well, let's just see right now. Wade Wilson, Deadpool climbing the ladder. Jeff Cobb and Jeff Hardy trying to knock that ladder down. And Ramsland picking up Jeff Cobb like he weighed absolutely nothing. Oh, we got a table now. It is not complete. This match is not complete without table. Wow. This is going to be very, very chaotic. As I mentioned, almost at the start of our program, we have EMTs first aid responders on standby in case anybody is injured. So far, knock on wood, folks, nobody has gotten injured. Tonight has been an injury-free night, but let's keep that momentum. Oh, on the ladder. Oh my goodness. How is Cobb able to escape that quickly and just evading all of Deadpool's moves? T-bone suplex to perfection. And on the outside floor, Hardy and Ramsland. Can't see what was going on over there. We have no camera to pick up the action. I wish we did. Big lariat in the corner, crushing Jeff Hardy. Okay, we have 2 for Jeff Hardy winning the championship gold, being the first NGPW heavyweight champion. Live the dream, live the moment. I have not forgotten. Oh, that looked nasty, and Jeff Hardy gets sent. Whoa! Hardy was going to be sandwiched by a ladder and a table, and he just popped himself out of equations. Holy shit, did you see that? Oh! Roger Canucks, 5 surprise emoticons. I agree too. That was absolutely insane. But I was going to say, the Monday Night Raw episode back on Canada Day, or July 1st, 2002, for the Undisputed Championship. Ladder match, Hardy versus the American Badass Undertaker. That was by far one of the best ladder matches, one of the best main events for Raw. I have not forgotten. It has been imprinted into my brain. Hey, Jeff Cobb dangling. Hey, folks, wait. Jeff is hanging, and he wins it. He wins the gold.
Here is your winner, and new World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh my God. JC Mateo. He was just dangling the belt. He grabs hold of it. He was literally hanging onto the cord, but I think that cord would have snapped if he hadn't let go. But either he was going to let go with that belt, or he would have fallen and hurt himself. Either way, pain was on its way. I don't believe it, ladies and gentlemen, to close out after 6 months of hiatus, 6 months away from the PlayStation 4, away from the 2K25 game, all those updates. We are back in business, and we now have all 4 champions crowned. And the last thing I'm seeing right now is the shock on our guests from this live chat, which unfortunately will disappear the moment this live stream is over. But I want to thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, right now. I want to thank you all for tuning in, whoever did. The numbers will change on this live stream, I get it. But whoever did popped on by, thank you for tuning in. I hope to get I hope that we can get more subscribers to the Loud and Clear Pictures YouTube channel. With your support, it makes all the difference. The chicken sandwiches are the open world tag team champions. Dr. Britt Baker DMD is the women's world champion. Ultimo Dragon has now captured his Lord knows how many championship belts he's got on Grand Tata, but that's one to his collection, to his trophy room. And now, Jeff Cobb, who you have seen on New Japan Pro Wrestling, and now also now known as Jeff Cobb of WWE. He is now the World Heavyweight Champion. Can't believe it, folks. Let's check out our highlight reel before we go off the air, ladies and gentlemen. And again, yeah! Russia Canucks say, can't believe it, neither can I. Alright, amongst our highlight reel, a lot of action has happened. Folding chair from Jeff Hardy, but Jeff Cobb with the power. Belly to back, or belly to belly overhead suplex. Just incredible. Folding chair just flopping around everywhere. Snap German suplex. A lot of action in this matchup. Look at that. Cobb bashes the back of the skull of Deadpool. Come on, man. Cobb has this whole match. Look at this. Look at that. The muscle bound. I mean, next to Eric Ramsland, Jeff Cobb is a powerhouse. Just throwing. Wade Wilson. Flying knee. Oh! Did you see that? Jeff Hardy with the kendo stick swings it and connects with... Oh my god, that was cool. That was a pretty cool replay. Oh my lord. This is nuts. Fatal four-way. GTS. From Wade Wilson, a GTS. Nicely done. And I guess this one was Blue Thunder Bomb from Eric Ramsland. Okay, that's cool. Atomic drop. Classic move. Holding chair. Bam. Right on Cobb. God almighty. Look at this. Jeff Cobb is up. Lord knows how many feet that is. I don't even know how high Jeff Cobb was. I thought he was going to fall to the ground. That was going to be it. Or that Eric was going to power bomb him or something. But he got the belt off of that, unless it tore off. I think it's because he didn't pull the strap off. Yeah. If you can see carefully, ladies and gentlemen, if you see it carefully, the belt strap is still clipped on. I think the weight of Jeff Cobb, honestly, I think the weight of Jeff Cobb snapped our little loop. Weight advantage from this powerhouse in Jeff Cobb, ladies and gentlemen. But now with our live stream pretty much coming to a close, ladies and gentlemen, here are the end results. From the beginning, chicken sandwich, spicy chicken sandwich, win the NGPW Open World Tag Team Championships. Well, that was a great match to start things off, look. And that was not a dark match or anything. This is a main show, look. Via countout, Mr. Iguana and the Starlight Kid win this match. You know what? I'm going to go on and say there ought to be a rematch between these two tag teams because it was such a great match. Seeing these two teams, there was a whole lot more in there. So I would suggest a rematch between these two teams. In this singles match, Scott Norton, NWO Black and White alumni, manages to defeat Alex Hammerstone. And it was a great match of power, strength, just unreal. And hey, Scott Norton was the man that lost to Jeff Cobb. Remember that, folks. You can watch that on YouTube right now. Cobb defeated Scott Norton to qualify for that tables, ladders, and chairs match. Hintity hint hint, you know. In this Battle of the Sexes tag team match, Gothica and Gage Jones versus the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton. Great match between these two teams, but the new blood of Gothica and Cage Jones wins and defeats the legendary tag team. In this other mixed tag team contest, Awesome Kong squashes Zelda, and she is okay, ladies and gentlemen. Kong is a professional. She has done this for many years. Zelda, still new to the game. She's still trying to find her niche in the world. And the Warlord, ladies and gentlemen, who did not save her, there might be some ramifications on that. But Angry Video Game Nerd did a fantastic job too in this match, and that's why Kong and the Nerd won it. After the intermission, we saw what I think was a classic hardcore match without the weapons, as Retro Canucks so say it. Fit Finlay defeated Gabe Kidd. And for the NGPW Women's World Championship, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, is now the first ever Women's World Champion of the next generation. In our penultimate contest, Ultimo Dragon, who has had a history of winning so many junior heavyweight championships, light heavyweight championships, and cruiserweight championships. One more to the trophy room. And Dragon was able to pin El Hijo de la Park 1, 2, 3 from the Acai DDT to capture championship gold. And to cap off our program, Jeff Cobb of the Bloodline, or what you want to call it, from WWE SmackDown. Cobb is now heavyweight wrestling champion. And when I mention hintity hint hint, I mean, don't be surprised if Cobb and Norton compete once again. From all of us here in Next Generation Pro Wrestling, the event staff, the talent, and of course, for Loud and Clear Pictures, thank you very much for watching, folks. This was Johnny Baba Ganoush, the voice of Fantasy Pro Wrestling and the New Class Wrestling Academy, wishing you all a good evening or a good day, depending on what time you're watching this program. Our live stream is now coming to a close. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Help control the pet population, but above all else, get yourselves spayed or neutered and help control the human population.